So I got my battery here. Just gonna place it inside, plug in the cable, close the hatch, put the tape over it. Just one final check: up, down, left, right. Everything looks good. Just one final check for stabilization modes. Just make sure that the reflexes are going in the right direction. It seems right. Ground station is hooked up, DVR is running. Aircraft has more than 6 satellites, which means 3D lock. So let's throw it in the air right now. Now that's soaring. This is just hands off. So this plane is just perfectly made for, I don't know, flying this at the beach or whatever. I mean, you have all day. I mean, you could fly this plane for 2.5 hours straight like this, line of sight or FPV. Although your ground station has to keep up with that flight time as well. The thing is, with these kind of antennas, these directional antennas, if I would even offset like this for a couple of degrees, the RSSI would immediately drop to like below 20 and cause the plane to return to home. But when it's like directly pointed at its flight path, the RSSI just stays at a solid 99. Raise my throttle and set my mode switch. I'm gonna put my transmitter down, take up my flying wing UAV, give it a G-shock, and throw it. Whoa. I didn't expect the throttle down moment, but I mean, the launch was effortless. I'm coming a bit hot because I'm now in a tailwind. Shoot. I mean, it's so locked in, it's on rails. Shoot. So let's do that one more time. Arm. Raise my throttle. I see the reflex. I'm gonna set my mode switch, which is horizon mode or stabilized mode. And launch it. Oh man, I overshot. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please leave a like. If you have missed the build video, it's up right. And I'll see you guys in the next video.